Wikipedia, which you guys know, it's the crowdsourced encyclopedia that we all now go to for everything. And basically, whenever you Google anything, the first thing that comes up is the Wikipedia entry. They've made an admission that the site is being manipulated by PR people and what they're calling sock puppets, who are using false identities to change what we thought were facts. Let's look at a quote from the Wikipedia people. It looks like a number of user accounts, perhaps as many as several hundred, may have been paid to write articles on Wikipedia promoting organizations or products and have been violating numerous site policies and guidelines, including prohibitions against sock puppetry and undisclosed conflicts of interests. That's Sue Gardner, who's the executive director of the Wikipedia Foundation. This has nothing to do with real sock puppets, I'm pretty sure. This is just a term that they're using. This doesn't really surprise me. Does this surprise you guys at any level whatsoever?
No, I mean, how is this now just becoming a thing? Like, anybody can edit a Wikipedia profile anonymously even, like.
How could she say hundreds, by the way?
Right.
I personally could go and find hundreds that are totally made up.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I mean, I think it's interesting. It's that when you look at Wikipedia, anybody can create those pages. And oftentimes when I have somebody who I'm interviewing or I'm meeting somebody for the first time, I look at their Wikipedia page, and it is always just glowing. Yeah. This guy's the greatest. They had best smile in elementary school. And I think that guy wrote that, or his girlfriend wrote it, or whoever. I don't know.
Yeah,
so that's not surprising to me. Certainly.
Right. Okay. So we're all agreed this is pretty obvious that this kind of thing is happening. So how dangerous is it? Just the general idea of crowdsourcing facts, because I feel like nobody believes the government anymore. Nobody believes the mainstream media. So now, if we can't believe our crowdsourced facts, who do you believe? Actually, that's the real question here. Who do you really get facts from that you feel like is an honest arbiter of facts? Besides me,
the Young Turks, Rubin Report, Riot, of course, Acting Disruptive is a great place to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, who trusts Wikipedia in the first place? It's a great tool for people.
But don't you
to be
think
able
a
to
lot
use.
of people do?
Yeah, but I mean, you can see through some of it, I suppose, But you never see something on Wikipedia that's just really against somebody else, I mean, it's pretty straight up glowing.
Occasionally you do, though, and it's really interesting. Sometimes you'll read something personal.
Like your Wikipedia page.
Like my Wikipedia is totally, a lot of hate. It's shocking that this is now just becoming a thing. I mean, I thought that publicists all the time went to Wikipedia pages, and I want to know who this community of regular Wikipedia editors are.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So there are 250,000 volunteer editors. These are the guys that are keeping tabs on this whole thing. So is that part of the problem too? So it's not only that anyone can do it, but then the editing pool, 250,000 people. That's a crazy amount of people.
Again, 250,000, and then only 200 seem to be not accurate in that thing. To me, it doesn't make sense. That should be 250,000 times 2 that they make every single day for their high school teacher, the geometry teacher, the local coach.
Yeah. Okay. So the obvious answer then is that they could have you register somehow and prove your credentials or something like that. But then isn't the danger in that it takes away? There's something about the anonymity of it, I suppose, or there's something about the general openness that makes it what it is. So that if you make people register, are you going to lose something? I'm not even sure.
To me, it seems like there's this surprise about, when somebody says, what do you mean, Facebook has privacy issues or Twitter has privacy issues? Well, of course it does. Or Google is actually looking through your emails. Well, of course it does. Anybody who doesn't think that there's, some sort of privacy on the internet or some sort of, objectivity with Wikipedia, it's just, I think those people are coming from it. Those are the guys who built the Obamacare website, the first version of it. So I don't, for people who grew up in the tech side, I don't think there's any surprise. Who are these 250,000 people who are editing these pages? Are they professors? Are they Nobel laureates? I mean,
I'm pretty sure they're.
Are they in charge?
I'm pretty sure most of them are unemployed. Because what else would you do? How else would you have the time? Do you have the time to be editing other people's Wikipedia?
I wish.
I wish I had that kind of time too. Yeah. All right. But so I sort of alluded to this earlier. But really, how much of this is sort of the government's fault with the whole NSA thing? Because we just don't trust our institutions anymore. I mean, do you guys trust just the basic, besides our 3 shows, of course? I mean, do you guys trust just the basic? I don't even trust NBC News. Back in the day, they would say if you lost, or in Vietnam, if you lost Walter Cronkite, you lost America. And it's like, who do you trust now that you would actually turn something on and be like, Jon Stewart? I mean, is it us and Jon Stewart?
I mean, I think it's anybody's game, and it's changing a lot right now. But certainly, the traditional media hasn't been working. It's failed people. It's let a lot of people down, and that's why that's why what you guys are doing is really great, and what Riot's trying to do is really great as well. And when you see, Vice doing their thing, and BuzzFeed, and all those, and Gawker showing up and doing great reports, I think investigative journalism maybe, hopefully, is coming back. What Glenn Greenwald is working on coming up, I think it should be a really interesting thing too. But yeah, it has to change. It can't just be this corporate old media guard anymore, because people don't trust it.
I got nothing to add to that.
Yeah,
That was a pretty good summation. You got anything there?
No.
All right, pretty good. Hey guys, don't forget the Rubin Report's brought to you by Coupaw.com. They've got up to 75% off pet treats, toys, and more. And if you use code RR, you can get another 20% off. That's a lot off. There is a link in the description right down below. Code RR, 20% off. Make your pet happy.